your skull as a bowl. Who will never ever sell their soul? No. Who's stoking up the coals of hell? Who cannot be controlled? You know it's we three trolls, we three trolls. Now don't you get your overalls in a twist, y'all, but this podcast ain't endorsed by that world-famous comedy store or any kind of world-famous nothing. These three folks are just too rude, you hear? Who goes to the grassy knoll on an evening stroll? You know it's we three trolls, we three trolls. Get ready to be offended, y'all.
We were. Now we're rolling, I think.
We're done. And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah.
Jenny! What's going on?
With the lights in here, am I right, guys? What's going on?
It's crazy.
Well, I did something kind of weird this past week. I checked in on my high school classmates on Facebook to make sure they're still fucking losers. And it turns out I'm the big winner from Slidell, Louisiana. I'm the only one who left, baby.
Woo!
The only person who left my fucking hometown and tried to do anything at all. Give us a round of applause, you guys. We fucking pursued our dreams unlike the other fucking losers who just settled.
I came here and tried and then I quit. But anyway, how many people are in your town, Slidell?
Well, actually, kind of a lot now, because after Hurricane Katrina, a bunch of trash washed into our neck of the woods.
Like 1,000?
Pretty much, no.
More than that?
Like 40,000 or some crazy shit like that.
Okay,
yeah,
my town was way smaller. So,
I should say, when I was growing up,
I feel more accomplished than you, is what I'm saying.
Well, no, listen, when I was growing up, I think our town had 18,000 people in it, and then they built a NASA Space Center, so then a bunch of people came after that, and then Hurricane Katrina happened, and now it's popping. It's popping off. And that's why all of my former classmates enjoy living there forever. And they don't give a fuck. Actually, that's not true.
But what are some of them doing? Did you what
are
their
that's what I wanted to tell you guys about.
That's what I'm curious
I want to tell you about the two valedictorians of my high school, okay?
Yes.
Valedictorian number one.
Right.
Valedictorian one. Stay-at-home mom with 3 kids.
Woo! She's winning in my eyes.
I agree. She did what she was supposed to do. She procreated.
It proves. She was the smart one.
Yeah, she was. So, it worked. What the fuck?
The other valedictorian.
Take care of these animals.
I have to admit, me and my siblings had kind of a thing for him. We hated him. One time, we went over to his house and threw a used tampon in his driveway.
That is disgusting. That was one of your sister's fucking tampons,
Of course it was.
It?
No, it was mine.
Ew.
It was covered with blood.
You guys are sick.
Covered with boy blood.
Ew.
I had to put it into my asshole to stop up all the bleeding. You know how it is.
Oh, God.
Small town America. Little pink houses everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, so the valedictorian, right?
Is that a metaphor?
I have to tell you. Okay, this kid.
A John Mellencamp song?
It was a John Mellencamp song. You're wrong. No metaphor at all. Yeah. I don't mean to brag. I'm sorry to get off the track here, but I saw John Mellencamp at the mall one time when I lived in Indiana. Here's the thing. He's like 4'11". I towered over him. And his wife
like
also
he's a midget, though.
Oh, he's a midget.
Got a big old head.
He's got a model for a wife who's like 7 foot tall. It's hilarious.
She's probably not that tall. It just looks tall.
That's true. But let me tell you this. When you see John Cougar Mellencamp at the mall, he makes full-on eye contact and smiles. He's like, get a load of this. You're in the cage with the cougar right now.
Is Cougar really his middle name, or did he make that shit up?
I believe that's a fake name.
That's so
He's
good.
another one who didn't leave his hometown.
It's
he
actually
still lives in
John
Bloomington, Indiana.
Panther Mellencamp.
You should get Cougar sounds better.
It's John Pantera Mellencamp. He's illegal. He came from the other country. Well, let me tell you about the guy I went to high school with, the valedictorian. Okay, first of all, right, so in high school, he used to get up on the bus and rap on the PA.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
He would do...
Wait, his own raps?
No,
or is he rapping other people's music?
He did Will Smith.
Even worse.
That's what was popular at the time.
He's big lip syncing?
Yes. Big lip syncing. That sounds racist.
That,
I don't even know if we should leave that in.
Bleep, bleep, bleep,
Of course
bleep,
it
bleep,
sounds racist. It was intended to sound racist.
Okay, oh, it is racist.
Yeah.
Sometimes
is
sounds
totally-
can be deceiving, but not this
Yeah.
time. Well, no, he would rap the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. He was a uber nerd. Like, there's no one nerdier than this fucking guy. But anyway,
Hey, he went for the hits. You know, everybody knew it.
Summertime, baby. That's what we wanted to hear in high school. Give us sweet summertime so we get the fuck out of
I
here.
remember that album.
Summertime.
Wow, he's so talented.
Yeah.
He was on TV, now he's a rapper. That's amazing.
And he was a closet homosexual
That's
too.
great.
This guy can do it all. He's a triple threat.
I love it.
He's a triple
so
threat.
positive. Meanwhile, then I'd go do acid and all the drugs and blow and shit. Crazy.
Well, the valedictorian was not doing that. In fact, he dresses, even to this day, he dresses like the kid from Back to the Future. Stonewashed jeans. Even in 2019, he still dresses like he did in junior high. But let me tell you. So I was like, what did the valedictorian end up doing? I have no idea what he ended up doing for a living because he still lives in Slidell. But dude, he looks so sad in all the pictures. Like, he has a picture of him with his new daughter, and he's not even smiling in it. He's like looking at the ground, like, this is a fucking settlement. I don't want this fucking baby. I wanted to be in Back to the Future 4. Look at me now! And that evil faggot Joseph P. Larkin got to be in Back to the Future 5 or whatever. He at least got to try. They hate us because they ain't us. Am I right, guys? We did it. We got our dreams.
You're gonna be in a Spielberg movie?
Yep. I'm actually one of his groomers.
down to
I just
fuck
go
kids?
I just go find 12-year-olds for him to bone.
Did you know when I was a kid? I mean, this was definitely plays into your theory, even though I try to denounce your theory every time. But
You can still like his movies even if he does it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. But when I was a kid and Hook was being made, they had because he used to do things with like the Boy Scouts. I was in the Boy Scouts, and there was there were like auditions that you could go to. It was like to be one of the kids in Neverland. What are they called? I don't know what they're called.
I forgot.
Victims.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're called molested children.
Molestees.
Molestees.
But I didn't go. But I mean,
Good.
If you
Good
go,
parents.
if you
Touched
go and
a
watch,
dick.
if you remember in the movie, there's a scene.
Can you check your mic to make sure that you didn't just flick it?
No.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the cord or something?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. Well, should I just keep talking into it? Yeah.
I'm okay with Wove's mic not working.
You son of a bitch.
Does mine work?
You scoot back.
Yeah.
See what's going on down there.
Try to give you some light.
When I lived in Silver Lake, they flyered it and it said, "Be in the next Steven Spielberg movie." And that's when I knew it was like, this is really fucking weird. This must have been when they were trying to get Ready Player One.
Oh, maybe.
Try it again, Wub.
Sure, man. Here I am, trying like a hurricane.
Troll you like a hurricane.
Woo. Yes. Check. Nope. Yo.
Definitely cut this part out.
Yeah, thanks.
I think we're gonna cut this part out. I don't think this is gonna make the final cut, this part.
I think we should only put this part in.
This is fun.
Man, I want some whiskey. You ever just wake up at...
You want whiskey? You want me
I'm
to go
in
get
the
some?
mood, yeah. You ever just get in a mood where you
Check.
want some?
Check.
You crave
Yo.
it? I crave the taste of it.
Whiskey times. I got friends.
Well, I'll go get whiskey while you guys figure that out.
Okay.
I should take these glasses off, though.
No, dude,
I
you
look
look
like a
cool as
total
fuck.
fucking
You
dick.
I
look
got
cool
I'll
as
friends
shit.
fall down
in
the
low
stairs.
places.
Not why the mic.
I got friends in no places.
No.
Is it working now, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're
You know what
back.
I think of every time I walk down the stairs? That Asian lady, the fall video of her like going head first. I think you sent it to me, Wub.
Oh, yeah.
The Asian lady?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Wait, which one was it?
I don't know. She was like going down the stairs, and all of a sudden she started running really fast down the stairs. Like at first, she's like,
I don't think I saw it.
it was a compilation video.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. That's funny. Ha, ha, ha.
What does that say?
Pepe's.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's
That
the
place
frog.
good. Did you eat there? Oh,
It's great.
yeah. Okay, let's
Yeah,
get back.
Pepe.
We need to get back to work.
Yeah.
Damn
Alright.
it.
Thank
Is there
God.
water in that one?
Thank
No.
God.
Okay, good. Let's go. Let's cheers to our
Cheers.
our
It's been
gay fans
yeah,
can
whatever.
watch us be alcoholics
Yeah.
together.
Nothing's working.
Well, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it so like
well,
it'll be like the mic doesn't work and all of a sudden it's like, all right, let's get drunk.
Yeah.
end of podcast. Okay.
my story.
Ah,
That's where we
dude.
were. So if you watch Hook,
Yes.
there's some I don't remember what scene,
That's
but I think
an
it's
old
like when Rufio first like shows up or something maybe, and but everyone's running around and you see 2 Boy Scouts fall down. That was the role.
That's who you were gonna be, falling
Not
boy
me,
number one.
but I mean whoever I mean it was like twins. I guess he likes to fuck twins.
Yeah, and Mr. Savell, I'm sorry, but he tripped and his dick fell right into my butthole. That's Steven Spielberg right there.
Couldn't have been a nicer butthole.
Dude, they based all the body painting stuff on a legit gay porno series of books.
Why is there
They're not even being
allegations against
subtle.
him? Is there really? Is that true?
Spielberg?
That
I've
Oh,
never
how about
heard
this?
any.
How about I have
I heard it
eyes?
from you
I have
and
eyes
you're
some
in
other
you're the only
people.
person that I
Eyes in
hear.
ears. How about this? How about this? How about this? Indiana Jones. We've established in Raiders of the Lost
You look
Ark.
like Mr. Mugatu right now.
What's Mr.
Who's that?
Magazzi? Who's that?
Mugatu?
Who's that?
Isn't that the guy from God damn it? Will Ferrell plays him. He's the fashion guy.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about male models.
Yeah, yeah,
Zoolander.
Yeah.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
Mr. Mugatu.
Yeah.
Man.
Except-
I guess
With those
if I was
glasses.
going to
It's 'cause there's
pursue a
women's
career in
glasses.
comedy, I should take an interest in it and
watch
investigate
them,
some of the
yeah.
movies that are popular.
I know.
Oh, that was
No,
that was
yeah.
a classic.
But
That's,
that's like
a good one.
20 years old though.
Yeah, it is 20 years old now.
That's when I checked out, dude.
Yeah.
That's when I checked out. Well, how about this? In Indiana Jones, the first movie, it's established that Indiana Jones is like James Bond. He's just going out getting pussy all the time, fucking these 10s. Then in Indiana Jones Part 2, he's just hanging out with an 8-year-old Chinese boy. That's a little suspect. We've established
Did
he gets
Spielberg do both
pussy.
of those movies?
And then he's hanging out with a little boy.
Yeah.
Yes, he made all 3 of them.
So what happened was he just
But
he
that's
started
likes
revealing
Asian
himself
boys.
later on.
He likes
But
Asian
that's,
boys. Every fucking Steven Spielberg movie has a goddamn Asian boy in it.
Is he married to an Asian woman that
No,
looks like an
a
Asian
blonde
boy?
lady, but that's
Who
just
is it
throwing
in
you off the
That's
fucking
weird.
in Last
trap.
Crusade?
There was the Last Crusade is the only one that's not weird because it's basically about Steven Spielberg dealing with his issues with his father. So it's about fatherhood and
For
sons.
touching him.
Probably. I mean,
That's
why
what-
are you
that's the
why you
name.
creeping around inside my brain? Well, that's exactly what I thought. All of a sudden, Steven Spielberg's father leaves the house for a few years during his childhood. Well, fucking weird. Why did Daddy go? Did Daddy touch me in the bathtub again? And you have to leave again? Now I have to write 10
maybe-
fucking movies about it.
Maybe he didn't leave at all. Maybe that's just the period of his life that he blocked out.
Dude, maybe his maybe his dad
fatherhood
found a new
memory.
boy in the neighborhood and he left him.
Well, that's how you started the company DreamWorks,
Sorry,
right?
Steven. I like
Become a millionaire.
I like guys with blonde hair. Sorry, Steven. You're out. You're not my number one man anymore.
More like
Oh.
wet DreamWorks.
Man, if I ever have kids, I'm so glad the boys, what was it called? The Boy Scouts is gone. Holy shit.
It's
That's
still
just a
gone?
factory
No.
for
They're not
faggotry.
gone.
No,
They're gone, dude. They went out of business because they let women in and everyone was like, that's not Boy Scout.
they're not
anymore.
over.
But what about Girl
Well,
Scouts?
they still
got Girl
exist,
Scouts
but
now.
Yeah.
there's like
Those little whores
500,000
still
less
sell
people
shit.
in it. What's
No
that?
one in.
Those little hookers still sell cookies and
Dude.
stuff.
Stop
in-
selling me cookies. I came to Albertsons to buy fruit and vegetables, and now you tell me in the parking lot, you little harlot.
The great irony is that any girl who's joining Boy Scouts is probably a lesbian anyway.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
Like
No,
you
she's
don't get to fuck
she's
her.
probably trying to fuck. You
She-
know?
Yeah.
Like nowadays,
She's trying to fuck 30-year-old men.
Yeah.
That's the only ones who's fucking in the
nowadays
Boy
their
Scouts.
hormones, because there's hormones in everything. They're probably getting their periods by the time they're like 6 years old. They're just horny as shit. And they
Dude,
wanna
I
go
feel
and
for
fuck.
young women. Let me tell you, it's
That's
true.
what's going on.
They
I
be
feel
getting
young
these
women.
big old titties when they're
Yeah.
12 and they don't know what to do with them yet.
It happened to me.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's That's horrifying.
Totally, it is
Put all this
very
weird shit
horrifying.
in our milk to give us big old titties. Even
really
I got
weird.
double D's now, and I'm a fucking man, baby.
No, I think mine was just genetic. I think it's just the big titties.
Oh, your mama got big titties?
Huge
Damn.
titties and
Let
ass.
me know when your mom leaves your
Huge
dad.
titties
I'll
and
pick
ass.
up the pieces. You got
And
that big
ass?
ass?
Yeah.
Damn.
Big old booty.
Dude, would you
Small
call me
waisted.
dad if I married your mom? You have to call me dad, or you see the
I
back
will
of my hand.
kill you. I always tell my dad that. I'm like, man, if something happens to mom and you remarry, just know I'm gonna be so fucking mean. Like I will not accept
your father
you
figure.
getting remarried. I know it's very selfish of me, but that's how I feel.
terrible.
about
It's totally
You should be
selfish,
lonely
yeah.
I
and
feel
sad
like-
the rest of
yeah.
your life and jack off to fucking
Yeah.
late night TV alone.
What if he doesn't get married but just fucks? What if
I don't
he-
want to meet him.
What if he
I don't
fucks
wanna
a
meet him.
lot though? Like, what if he's just out there plowing puss
disgusting.
just
So
constantly,
gross.
and you're like, "What the hell, Dad?"
Dude,
And
it's
he's like,
depressing.
they're
I
just-
wouldn't
tell
even
you,
want to
they
know
want
about
it.
it.
It's depressing.
I would not want to meet
I
them.
don't wanna know that.
I'm like, you're
They're not
not
compared to
even
your
a human
mom.
being.
My
And
my
then
mom was actually kind of like a dime, certainly for someone like my dad. My dad
Yeah.
didn't deserve her at all. But the women he dated after she died were fucking fat, like
Garbage.
They look like non-purple, violet or Veruca Salt from fucking. You know what I'm talking about? When she
Yeah.
turns all big and she's just a big circle, but she's purple. That's what
Yeah,
they
the
look like.
blueberry. She turns into a
That's
big
what my
old
dad would be
blueberry.
fucking. My dad was fucking a dime, and now he's fucking 50 cent or whatever, a nickel. It's
Yeah.
literally the shape of a nickel, these fat cunts. Not that I'm bitter about it or anything, but why are you wasting
No.
my childhood being in it?
I feel the same way.
So you guys don't think Steven Spielberg is a fucking pedophile? You
No,
think,
I don't know.
like,
I have no
how
idea.
about-
I
how
haven't
about
even
this?
read any, but I haven't read any like.
No, I keep hearing this
accusations or
from you,
anything.
but I've never read anything about him.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't
the
get that
powers of
vibe from him.
observation. How about this? I mean, you wouldn't hide that.
It's
vibe
certainly
if
a
you're
good
kid fucker?
guess, though, to think of somebody. You know,
How about this? My
powerful like that,
my boy Alfred Hitchcock loved blonde white women. Every fucking movie he made had
He
a
killed
blonde white woman in it. No, he worshipped them. He worshipped
Well,
them.
what happens in Psycho?
Now, let's talk about my boy Steven Spielberg
Does
for
she
a
get
hot
killed?
minute.
Yeah, she gets killed in Psycho.
Well, Alfred has a little issues with women. At least he's fucking women. They're at least grown women that he's fucking.
Yeah, and
now,
some of them are dead in the movies.
let's talk about Steven Spielberg. At least he's fucking
You know,
and killing
Mom.
adult women.
Mom.
That's all I'm saying. He fucking kills adult women. Now, Mr. Steven Spielberg, we got a movie called Goonies. Why is there an Asian boy in it? We got a movie called The Temple of Doom.
It just happens
Why
to
is
be
there an
the
Asian
same
boy there?
actor.
No,
They
it's a
use the
similar
same-
looking guy. Similar looking kid. That's the part that really trips me out. They all look like the same kid. Because I saw Ready Player One the other day. The fucking Asian kid that looks exactly like that kid is in that one too.
Are you sure it's
Isn't
not
that
just because
trippy?
Asians, you know?
They
Dude,
look
didn't that
alike.
trip you out? They look a lot
I
alike.
didn't say
it's
that.
Like it's like
There's not a lot of variation.
Listen, when I start making movies, all the lead actresses will look like Elizabeth Bailey, who lived in the French. She lived in my neighborhood.
I don't know who. Yeah.
You don't know who it is, because that's who I was obsessed with growing up. Little Steven Spielberg was obsessed with Ching Chong Ding Dong. Literally. He saw Ching Chong's Ding Dong and he was like, I like what I see. I'm going to
And he
make
said, "That
movies
rings
about
my
this
bell."
forever. Forever. Keep making these movies with these Chinese kids in them. Weird.
No,
This
they
is
probably
weird.
were like trying to do diversity, and he was like, "All right,
This
let's
is
get a
pre
ching chong
diversity.
ding dong in
This
here."
is pre that. Although
Yeah.
he was ushering that in. He loves little Asian boys. Why don't we have more Asian boys in movies? I'm so tired of looking at all these ugly white
Because
faces.
they're cute. Asian babies
Yeah,
are the
Asian
cutest.
kids are
Dr.
cute.
Jones!
They're really
Dr.
adorable.
Jones, I thought we were going on an adventure. Why you finger fucking my asshole? Dr. Jones, there's no treasure there. Dr. Jones, there's no treasure in my asshole. Get out of there.
You are raiding my lost ark.
Yeah, you raided that shit. You fucking creep. You fucking creep. Oh, I'm just an archaeologist going on adventures with a little boy. That's not weird at
It
all.
is very strange. I think that's why I
I
didn't really
flew to
like those
Shanghai.
movies.
He was the.
I never really got into them as a kid. They were always on. I just never.
You didn't like
I love
those
those
movies?
movies.
They're
Never
fucking
liked them.
great.
Oh, they're
No.
really
They're
good.
great.
Dude,
I
have
do
you
remember
ever seen
some parts,
somebody-
but I don't.
There's
yeah.
some director who did like I don't know. You can find it maybe on like what's that?
YouTube.
No, like Vimeo or something like that, where they took the entirety of like Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then they took out all the sound, and then they put it in black and white, and they just added a different kind of music for like each movement of the camera or something like each, I don't know, major segment. Some director did it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh,
Why did they
okay.
do that? And what was the end result?
It was just to show people like the way in which he utilized certain kinds of camera angles and shit like
Steven
that.
Spielberg's a genius at filming little Asian boys. He makes them look so good from different angles.
Oh, good lord.
Whatever. I'm curious if someone gives
We'll
me...
never have him on the podcast now because of you.
He was never doing a podcast anyway. And by the way, I'm going to die of a suicide with
I
2
know
shots
people,
in the back of
man.
the
I
head.
know
man.
people.
You know Steven Spielberg?
Yeah.
I'll put him in here and fucking confront him. You fucking monster. Thank you for my childhood. But still, you warped other childhoods while you made mine good.
Well, that's, that little Asian kid had to
I think
take
it
the
was
bullet.
worth it.
He had to take it. He's a martyr.
I guess so.
Martyr ching chong ding dong.
Whoa.
Sorry. It's okay. You can make fun of Asians. They're doing well.
They don't listen to
Unless
us.
they're Chinese. And
They don't care.
You're right though that like it's hard to distinguish them. You know, like if you see a Pakistani guy or a Korean, I'm like, which one's which?
Oh, man.
What?
You got to laugh from the control room. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Oh, jeez, guys.
All I ever get is looks.
No,
of
don't you ever see
derision
that
from
when
the
you read
control
like the
room.
BBC papers and stuff? Whenever there's like a grooming gang.
Oh yeah, when they say it's Asian, but they're clearly from nowhere near
grooming gang.
Asia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Pakistan and Asia now. You
This
don't
dude's
look
in
Asian.
Karachi.
So weird.
Dude, these people are crazy. These people are crazy. Talk about turning a blind eye. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't know. The first time my daughter gets raped by a groom or a pack of roving rapists, I'm thinking about Brexit. I'm thinking, like, get the fuck out of the EU.
Is that what's going on over there?
I'm taking a
That's the gist of
Brexit
it.
from England. I would just leave.
Dude,
Yeah.
England is
Plus, it's
just
so
America
expensive.
Junior. It's super expensive. All they have is Burger King and McDonald's everywhere. England sucks. I'm glad your children are being raped. I hope. That's why we left and invented America, to avoid what's happening to you right now, dipshits. Looks like we were right, and you were wrong.
Good Lord, have mercy.
We just fund the terrorists and send them to other countries. We don't worry about that shit. All we need to do is we just knock down 2 buildings here, and then we're done for the rest of the fucking lifestyle, or whatever, the years. I can't speak eloquently. What a waste of trying to do this.
You
Good,
barely
you're
even
trying
drink.
to-
You need to
You
finish
know,
your drink. Maybe that's why.
the part of the
Right.
reason,
Yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, that'll help.
part of the
That'll
reason
get
I
you
was
back to
looking at
normal.
my friends from high school, and they weren't my friends in high school either, but looking at these people from high school is that I realized that this year marks 10 years that I've lived in Los Angeles. That's a milestone.
Whoa.
Most people don't live that long here. They can't hack it. It's fucking hard. It's expensive. Everyone's
expensive.
insane. That's
Yeah.
a fucking huge milestone to have escaped and not moved back home already. Most of my friends did.
Yeah.
90% of them did.
I mean, you could never live back there ever again,
Oh,
right?
I could now.
You could now?
That got me thinking about something else, because I was also looking up comics I know who quit. Dude, whenever we reach that higher
Comics
echelon
from your town?
from our town, this
Oh.
town. This is our town now. When yeah, we own this town. This is our town.
Motherfucker.
With those glasses on, it's
Uh-huh.
perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Bugatti.
I saw two comics I know that were like here when I first moved here, who were on fucking The Tonight Show, and they quit and moved back home and went back to college. So that makes me wonder, like, what happens when you get to that higher echelon? Does Steven Spielberg pop up at the meeting at Comedy Central and be like, well, hey, anyway, we're going to bankroll this show after you fuck my friend Sergio here. Yeah, he's from Asia. He's not from Pakistan, no. He's from the actual Asia. Yeah, you have to fuck this kid in front of me and then also kill him. And then you can have a fucking 3-picture deal with me.
Sounds like I would do it.
Yeah, only one.
Well, this is
How
the
many
thing.
do I?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
part of the
I would
thing.
do it for
So the
one, half
two
the price,
people I know who left, one of them is just like a normal white guy, straight dude. He got on the Tonight Show, was doing comedy for 16 years, and was like, all right, I'm going to get my MBA now. Like, that's crazy.
What?
The other guy,
Really? He was on the Tonight Show? Like which
on the
Tonight
Tonight Show. With Jimmy Fallon,
Okay.
but still it's the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And then the other guy I know who's on the Tonight Show, he's openly fucking gay. He came out on stage at Dangerfield's 3, which is a club I used to run. He went back to school. He went to move to like Milwaukee or something like that. You can't. I mean, what goes on up in those higher reaches? And
you
then,
know what's weird is like now I think even like maybe back in the day when people didn't have any other outlets and they're doing the Tonight Show, whatever late night show, that was the only time you got exposure as a comedian. now you don't fucking need those shows. Like, I don't know a lot of people that actually, like, I mean, the video you sent me of that fucking lady that was on that show, she was just fucking horrible. She was ugly to look at, I'm sorry to say, but, like, just all around, the worst package. I don't know
anything about that person, but
me neither.
When I was watching that, I was like, this looks like the person who was on the showcase who ate a dick at the showcase.
Yeah, we're talking about the clip we saw that was on The Tonight Show.
But that's my point. Like, I think, like, that doesn't really matter anymore because...
I don't think it does. It doesn't mean anything.
I'm not in the business, but I'm just, from what I'm seeing, because a lot of people don't really watch TV anymore either. They're on the internet, or they do the Netflix. They're usually reading.
They're looking at their Bibles.
I think the people that watch those late night shows are different from the people who, let's say, listen to podcasts.
Completely different. They're usually fucking dumb as shit.
The people who listen to the podcast
people that run those shows are gay or women.
If my mom's like, "Did you see Jimmy tonight? Oh my god, it was so good.
That never
Did you see Conan, the red hair guy? Oh my god, it's so funny." Granted, Conan, she loves them. She loves Jimmy, not Fallon, but the other Jimmy. Kimmel loves Jimmy Kimmel.
He's so sensitive.
And Conan O'Brien, which I love Conan too. I think he's fucking hysterical, but. Yeah, that's all. I'm just like, okay, that's the demographic. That's my mother. My mother, she's in her fucking 60s, foreigner, and I mean, she's got a sense of humor, but I'm just like, she's not listening to podcasts.
Yeah, but she's
not reading anything. She's blasting CNN all day and watching late night fucking liberal shit, and that's all she knows. She's not open to anything else, which is fine. She's adorable, but yeah, I don't know. I'm like,
she's a normie. It's okay.
The opposite of, but man, I don't know.
No, she's a hardcore normie.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
It's for her. Yeah.
Totally...
Well, here's my
all those commercials, they're all for her. Like the laundry ones, the cleaning products, the fucking food. Like, it's all for that demographic. Yeah.
Well, if you want to reach that demographic, you're going to need to kill some kids or something.
I guess.
I don't know. I'll tell you this. I mean, I don't have any...
But that's pretty crazy to be on that Tonight Show and be like, yeah, I'm just going to move back home.
Fuck it. Maybe
that's weird. Like, that's kind of crazy.
That's just started.
Who are they? What are their names?
One guy's name is Rob O'Reilly. He's the non-gay. He's going to get his MBA now. And the other guy's name was Rob Gleason.
MBA.
And he's as gay as they come. Yeah, he's as queer as a $3 bill.
Oh, I remember Rob.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Oh, super nice.
I think that he was too nice. I think he was too nice to make it in Hollywood beyond getting on the Tonight Show. I think he saw stuff there and he was like, I don't want to do that.
Legit personable. So
he's a nice person.
You have to like him.
Dude, all the nice people we know quit. They fucking quit. They were like, this is too much for me. And they didn't even see, we haven't even seen any of the real dirt. Like, we've never seen people like, gang fucking an open micer or doing whatever crazy shit they do in Hollywood.
You know what's crazy is, I mean, I sent you guys a picture, a little screen cap of somebody that I know that's legit like an open micer, but for some reason, there's certain comedians that will take on, this is my observation, they'll take on other comedians that are really fucking terrible. And it says something about that big comedian's comedy to me, because it's like, are you scared of taking somebody that's actually funny on the road with you, or are you trying to, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, because they're terrifying. They'll be seen as the frauds they are when they
But those people never quit. Like, I feel like I'm like, God, I've seen you. I'm like, and you're still hitting open mic, like, and you're still terrible. And I mean, I've been around this place for like 8 years now, and I'm just like, it'll usually cycle through, but then you'll have a few of the psychos that will place themselves in certain spots, like be helpful.
But those people
I pity them. I've kind of pity them.
You should pity them.
You know what I mean? So that's what it is, and I see this all the time. I'm like, that's so gross. I mean, it happens in all businesses, but more so here. It's gross.
Dude, it's a showbiz thing for sure.
It's really gross.
It would be the equivalent of me and Bud being like, Rozafa, you want to be on our podcast? Well, you have to do all of the editing. You have to take all of our pictures.
I don't know how to do any of that.
You would have to. That's what they're doing for the other guy. The other guy's like, I'm a touring comic. I don't have fucking time for this shit.
Yeah.
So this loser guy could be the co-host, but the loser guy has to do
I do sometimes think, though, that they actually don't know.
I also agree with that.
Like, because they're so disconnected from
the highly unaware person.
Up-and-coming people.
Yeah.
It's like there's such a division between people who are clearly
when
working.
When you're a pro, everyone's more terrible than you. So how do you know the difference between...
Yeah, it's hard to know that there may be other people who are
Yeah,
like,
like,
would
I'm just
be,
giving
or
him a
would even
chance.
just be good match with you. But you
Yeah.
wouldn't if you don't know him, then you're never gonna interact with him. You know.
Well, you don't
You
want
just
to be
don't
that
cross
person.
paths.
It's
You
really
don't want to be that
irritating.
person. That's all.
Yeah, you don't.
Be a
Just like in the
self-made
last
man.
month, I've seen 2 really terrible. I mean, when I say terrible,
Man.
I mean
That
I'm
sucks.
embarrassed. I can't. I have to walk out of the room. It's so bad, and I warn people to leave when they're on.
Rozafa, man. That's
Bad.
That's how
bad.
it works. Do you know?
And
do you
I'm
know-
just looking at them, and they're like, "Look, I just opened for these people, 2,000 people," and I'm like, "What? How?
They did 5 minutes
Who
that
did
were
this?
middling to
Why
okay.
would you make your crowd?
That
go
headliner
for that?
doesn't, it doesn't mean anything to the headliner.
Why
It's just
would
like
you
this
make
guy's
your-
just gonna come out and do 5
Why
at
would
the
you
top.
make
and
your
no one will
fans
remember.
suffer like that?
Because they're
They'll
insecure.
forget
It's
about
gross.
it anyway.
And
It's
they
insecurity.
shouldn't do it, and it is gross. You know, Rozafa, do you know the only way that I knew I started to get good at comedy is because I got blacklisted. From 2009 until about 2012, no one fucked with me because I sucked. Everyone was my friend.
Mhm.
I was very popular in the comedy scene. That's not a joke, dude. People loved me.
Yeah.
And then I ran my own venue where I could have stage time 10 times a week if I wanted. And I ran a venue called Big Fish, which was the worst venue in town. And after about 2 years of doing that, I got fucking good at it. I got real fucking good. I put in a lot of work. And that's when all my friends abandoned me. And now, where are my friends now? Well, they're on TV and stuff doing the shit that you just talked about. Being like a fucking bit player on some fucking Adult Swim cartoon that no one watches at 3 in the morning on Sundays. Okay, that's a great career trajectory for you, but I have a soul, and my parents raised me better than that. So I don't just suck dick and sell out. My parents raised me better
Everybody
than that.
has their
They
own
raised me
path.
to have fucking
Yeah.
values.
I'm
Let me
just
tell you right
shaming
now,
the people
I
that
did
are
a
really
lot-
bad at it, and I just want to tell them to quit.
They
but
sucked
I can't.
dick. How
'Cause
about
I don't
that?
want them to
Let
kill
me just
themselves,
spell it
but,
out for you,
like,
Rozafa. They literally sucked the dick of the
terrible.
headliner, and the headliner's a closet fag, and he's like, "Well, I'll take this young guy out on
Honestly,
tour with
I
me to
mean,
suck
it's-
my dick every night
I
and
would-
make me feel better after
I
I
would want
crush."
somebody to make me look good. I'd be like, hey man, they might be funnier than me, but who gives a fuck? They're gonna make me look better than what I am. It's gonna make the show better. Isn't that the point
not
of it?
how they
Why would
feel.
you bring a fucking person?
They
You
are
think you're
the
doing
show.
them a
They're
favor?
like, I'm the show. The
You're
show didn't
fucking
even
with their
begin
life.
until I
You're
got on
giving them a
stage.
You're thinking that they have a chance that they're good enough. That you're not doing them a
He's
favor.
giving them mercy. Those people should have quit years ago and moved home. I think it's really nice.
No, he's giving them
Well,
an extension
sometimes
that
I will
they don't
say
need.
sometimes people do that with friends or something like that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
They're
makes
giving
sense.
their friend a
But these
shot.
are like not.
Right.
Well,
friends.
we're not talking about that specifically here. We know exactly what we're talking about right now. But
Yeah.
you don't want to be that guy. I don't want to, dude. I'm really proud of this. I said this to Wub, and he didn't respond to my message, but it was very heartfelt, and I meant it. I said, Wub, dude, I'm really proud of the fact that we're making waves at the comedy store, and we didn't suck anyone's
I
dick.
responded.
We don't. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
It was a thumbs up.
No,
That's
no,
not-
no.
Dude, I guarantee it was a thumbs up.
I
Regardless.
said-
this
okay,
is for
hold
the
on.
listeners
Let me
now.
say one
Might as
thing.
well just put
Let me say one thing. What I said was
Yeah. Our lol. Oh, ouch.
my response besides the thumbs up was bigger and better in 2019.
Oh, okay. Actually, that was just for us.
Yeah.
Though, Wub. You should've
Well,
said
you're trying to put me on blast,
I'm sorry.
and then you want to cut
I'm
off
sorry.
the
I'm
truth.
being passive aggressive. You're right.
Fake news.
You're right. I'm being passive aggressive. But the
Fake
point-
news.
okay,
It's
let's
not
get to the point.
true.
Though.
Okay.
Let's get to the
You
point. though.
fucking
The point
loser.
is, there's pride. Like, we get to do this show for a whole year. They tried to cancel it. No one
they
sucked
cancel it.
anyone's
They're probably gonna
dick.
cancel it again.
Yeah.
So what?
The minute they
So
hear
what?
it. The
And
first
we still did it ourselves. We didn't kiss
Yeah.
anyone's
I'm gonna get that
ass.
guy from
That's fucking
Friar
pride,
Festival
dude.
to come suck some dick.
The Friar Festival?
Fire.
Fire?
Oh,
Fire?
Lord.
I think F-Y-R-E.
Yeah, did you watch that? Oh
No.
my god, the guy's like.
Dude, I'm glad. I wish
I
people
remember-
had died.
I
I wish people had died there.
And for them to release the whole truckload of Evian water, he's like, I'm gonna need you to suck this guy's dick. And he's like,
Oh,
I
this
put
literally
mouthwash in.
happened?
Oh yeah, and he
Oh.
just said it like not a
Yeah.
big deal, you know.
Well,
and
yeah,
I didn't
for
know he
him
was a
it's not.
homosexual until he said this.
That
and
guy
I was
used
like,
to
oh my
run a
God.
bringer show, probably.
Oh my god, dude.
Bring
Insane.
him show.
He's like, I didn't have to end up doing it. The guy was just nice enough. I'm like, oh yeah, you did it.
Yeah, you did.
And he
Yeah, he
let you
did.
do it.
Of course you did it. You needed Evian water or you
Yeah,
would
he's like,
fucking
I
die.
love that I didn't have to do it.
The
but
guy
he did.
probably said, "Look, you don't have to do it," and he was like, "I want to do it." You
Yeah.
did.
He's like, all right, yeah.
Well, that's not the way that you want to be successful. To be a dick sucker.
No,
No,
dude.
thank you.
It's not fun. It's too much work. It's messy.
It's a job, dude. They
It's
call it a
fucking
blowjob. Now listen. If you're a gay dude or a woman, maybe you can make it okay for yourself to do it. But I'm in no man's land, dude. I got no one I want to eat pussy of or suck dick of. I just have to be good at comedy, it looks like. I'm proud of that.
It's for people that are trying to impress the person. Like, that's what blowjobs are for me. It's like, oh, you want to impress me? Like, really good at this.
Yeah, my girlfriend.
You're never going to get this for a while. Let me tell you. But that's it. They're like, you can do it, but I'm not going to do it.
It's a great irony when you're getting a blowjob, too, because you're like, I want it to be a great blowjob, but if I get a great blowjob, she obviously learned how to give this blowjob by sucking some dude's huge cock.
A lot of things.
Yeah. Totally. So you don't want to give it up right away. You gotta, pretend like you don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm kidding.
Like, what is this?
What is this thing
What do I do with this?
What is this one-eyed Jack over here? Hey, hit my fucking slap me around with it? Yeah, no, it's too much work. Anyway, how do we get on to blowjobs? That's weird.
Dude, you brought it up.
Oh, you said it, actually. Now that I think of it, you're talking about sucking dicks to get where you're at in Hollywood.
You may have noticed I'm still on the bottom rung of the ladder.
And you know what? We haven't had to do it yet, but...
That's my point. Rob Gleason.
That's the whole reason there's a girl on this podcast.
I'm not doing this.
That's what I figured.
Rob Gleason was like, I'm not doing it. I'm moving home. I'm going to get my fucking MBA.
I don't like doing it, but I can impress some people.
Well, so what? Same with eating pussy. I'm quite good at it. It's not rocket science.
It's not.
It's only two. There's like a hole, and then there's like another part that you have to flick around. It's easy peasy.
I don't like flicking. Everybody's different.
Everyone is different. Yeah. Point being, it's not rocket science. But still, I wouldn't eat the pussy of the lady. Dude, half of the executives at Comedy Central are women, and I would not eat their pussies for TV. Now, I know they're dykes and whatever, but still, if they came up to me and were like, well, you can have a fucking TV show, but you have to eat my pussy, I'd be like, I'm a fucking amazing, talented guy, and you should just hire me based on my fucking art and
women
not my
would never ask
pussy
of that.
eating. What's that?
Only dudes would ask of that.
Not true. In Hollywood, even the women are sick here, dude.
No, I think
women are sick here, dude.
Really?
They're not like the rest of the world.
I think some do, because not all of them, but like some of them.
The women here that are executives are sick like the men are, guaranteed, 100%, all of them.
Anybody who gets into a position like that is gonna abuse it. I don't care who they are.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, in terms of gender, I mean, like man or woman.
Yeah. But
that part doesn't matter. The person matters, but if they're a person who's gonna,
I believe men are worse too. But in Hollywood, the women do participate in this fucking sick shit.
Yeah, I just don't. 100%. I can't see. I mean, a lot of the women that probably don't have children and they're just over there, fucking getting more and more testosterone every day because their body's like, oh, you're not gonna have kids? Cool, we'll turn you into a man.
Yeah, you blew
and give you more testosterone. That's what's gonna happen, and that happens naturally anyway. When you get older, guys turn into women and women turn into men. So that's what happens. But yeah, I can't see that happening with a fucking woman who has children and stuff. I can't see.
Oh, those are women that don't come to Hollywood.
People.
Yeah. They think about their kids. Yeah, they're like
thinking about their fucking kids and how they would never want
I don't want my
else
son
to do that.
eating pussy
But
for
the
TV.
weird thing is, even men that have children will still act like fucking pieces of shit and do that stuff. It's crazy. They don't care.
It's true, but they shield their children from it. But they're not thinking. They're like that's the difference between men and women right there. Women can have that empathy. They're like, that's like my son. I can't do that. Men have no. They're like, that's not my son.
Well,
that's not my daughter. I'll fuck the shit out of it.
I can't say the word, but they could separate.
Compartmentalize. You know what? Maybe I do need to suck some dick. I'm not very good at just talking into the microphone, which is just a dick in
it's tough
itself.
today.
Yeah, this podcast sucks, but it's gonna look nice.
It's gonna look great.
It's gonna look fucking crazy.
Should you guys have any stories?
I did have. I mean, when we took the pictures for our first, the Venice underneath the bridge.
Under the troll bridge.
Under the troll bridge. So I guess somebody had. They had fake put up an Airbnb, and it was actually this homeless person that had put. It's basically like where you put your boats on, like where you tie the boat, the dock, basically.
Yeah.
On the little fucking pond. It's basically a sewage ring. That's all it is. Just a sewage thing. People pay millions of dollars to live there. So there's supposedly it's like an Airbnb. They built a whole fucking thing. I'm gonna show you guys the picture. So I'm on this Venice community thing for Facebook, and all there is people.
Wait, it's part of like a tent city?
Yes, and it's a floating
and it's an
tent
Airbnb?
city. It's a floating tent. It was a joke. It doesn't really like.
Oh, okay.
It was It's a floating Airbnb underneath the bridge where we took pictures for our first, podcast photos, and
it's like the thing I wrote.
Dude, it's insane. And people are on there and they're like, "Can you believe these people are doing this?" And people in Venice are such fucking stupid cunts.
They believed it.
I can't wait to fucking leave that place. These fucking hippy dippy dumb fucks that. Okay, people live amongst this shit. They don't want to look at it because the people that are in there, they're not homeless. They choose to be there. They're drug addicts. Yeah. Okay, so people are fighting each other on these links. It's insanity. And there's a couple of trolls on there which I love to follow. That all they do is post shitting on the homeless people, and then there's hundreds of comments.
People are defending
of comments.
Or are they also joining in? Like, fuck the homeless.
They're not defending him. They're usually like being like, "Hey, defending the homeless, not him."
Oh, really?
Not the guy.
Yeah.
But like, there's other people who are like post that. They're like, "Okay, sorry," But I'm just like liking everything. I went in and just loved everything he did, and I was like, "I love your work, man." Like just fuck. I try to invite you guys, but I think you have to be actually
have to live in Venice.
But unbelievable.
Man,
even the canals, which are multi-million-dollar properties you're talking about, they're fucking building barges up in there and fucking putting tents on a floating little city.
Really?
Yes. And this guy was joking around about that Airbnb. He actually posted an Airbnb about
hilarious.
This, right? And now people are going, "I can't believe you did that." Blah blah blah. I think he's the troll of the week, to be honest.
I mean, I can't believe they do that. I can't
honestly.
I can't take the homeless anymore. I have to tell you, there's this one fucker that lives in my neighborhood. He hangs out by the 7-Eleven. He's always asking for $1. So the other day I was walking down the street and I saw him. He was walking towards me and he looked at me and I go, "You got $1?" But
you caught him.
How do you like it?
Got him
here's
first?
the thing though. He looked at the ground like he just was trying to say hi to me because he thought I was homeless too.
Oh God!
And I humiliated him. And then like several hours later, I was sitting at the halal fucking
Halal Brothers?
restaurant that's around the corner from my house.
Oh, and some kosher ass meat right there.
Yeah, and some guy brought the dude from 7-Eleven in there and bought him dinner. And then as the guy's leaving, he goes, "Yo, man, fix your life." And then the second that guy left, the other guy, the homeless guy, comes up to me and goes, "Yo, you got a cigarette?"
Don't you get offended when they ask you if you have a cigarette when you're not even smoking?
I was like, "Do I look like a loser?"
You used to offend me so bad. I'm not even smoking. They're like, "Do you have a cigarette?" I'm like, "Do I have the face?"
I have money to smoke and let alone smoke you out too.
I'll tell you what it is, because you look cool.
What?
You're like, this person might have cigarettes.
Cool,
they look cool.
He looks like he smokes.
You guys want to say anything else? It's 7:01.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
This podcast sucks.
I know.
And if people stop listening, it's just because we cut in the middle of it and couldn't get it.
No, I didn't fucking have shit stories. I
got one story.
All right, let's hear one story.
Yeah, I didn't have shit
It's going to be a 4-minute episode, guys.
Hillary Clinton tells friends she's leaving 2020 door open.
Oh, open as far as like she's gonna run again?
Yeah. It's gonna be her and Bernie against Trump again. So guess what? Trump's going to be the president for the foreseeable future.
I can't wait.
Dude, I'm telling you right now,
I'm with her t-shirts come
I voted
back.
for Hillary. I mean, I don't care or anything. And
don't admit that in public.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
We're recording this.
Whatever. You can bleep it.
I voted for the first time.
Actually,
you already
really
said that.
funny.
I will bleep it.
But like,
I voted for bleep.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you, if I would if she ran, I would definitely vote for Trump.
Duh.
Just to say fuck you.
Right.
Because I can't stand that shit.
She just seems very phony to me. I mean,
I ain't afraid of you, Hillary.
Yeah, and also
try and make my car go 200 miles an hour into a tree.
Stole that shit from Bernie.
I ain't afraid of you, motherfucker.
So they took that shit from that socialist guy. They're like, "No, we don't have socialism here. We're taking it from you."
I don't want communism.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm not paying for your dance fucking theory classes.
And I actually like the guy. I think he's sweet.
I love how people.
Are you crazy? He's going to steal from you.
I love the
he
people
wants
who
to
are like,
steal your tax money from you.
Yeah.
What a
I don't
nice
like that.
face.
I don't
What
like
a nice
that.
face with his
No,
hand
but
in
I
your
like
back
what he's
pocket.
saying. Everything he's saying
I'm
is
looking at
good.
his face and I like what he's saying, but his hand's in my back pocket taking all the fucking money out of it. Should I be looking at that? Nah. Well, I would love to pay for your Native American Studies course with my fucking tax dollars or whatever fucking bullshit you want to waste my tax dollars on. Yeah, we need to help all these drug addicts. Change your life, man. You want to change your life? Give him a fucking gun. Put one bullet in it and say, stick it in your mouth and change your life. Change all of the lives around you by ending yours.
Give him a fucking speedball. Send him to hell.
That's too humane. I want to take him into my fucking dungeon. That's right. I don't have a painting studio anymore. I converted it into a sex dungeon where I'm going to fuck you for the cigarette. You want a cigarette? You need my cock inside of you. By the way, I'm not gay, so it's going to be about the size of a limp cigarette. You're going to have to make it come. You will make my limp cock come, or you will get no cigarette. Back to 7-Eleven with you, buddy. Suck it!
Oh,
Suck it dry!
Magic.
My box
Keep
went
on
off.
trolling.
Yeah,
I don't
keep
even
on-
think that I don't even
keep
think that
on
I was.
trolling.
I don't think I
You
was
beat
even.
that box up, man.
Yeah, maybe.
Dude, I don't even think I was recording for the last half hour.